holidays, because I know not everybody celebrates Christmas. But yeah, so by the title, obviously, of this video, I have never used an oven. Okay, let me correct that. I've never used an oven on my own because I am so terrified of an oven. I'm just scared of appliances in general. But obviously, the microwave's fine. Obviously. But I'm just absolutely terrified of using an oven. So, with that being said, I have never cooked anything really on my own. So I've never made biscuits, cookies, and well, obviously Yorkshire pudding on my own. I don't even do that. I've never actually helped my my dad would be the one making the Yorkshire puddings and stuff. I've never done that. I've stayed out of the kitchen because it's if I do something, I'm gonna get this growl snarl look. Anyways, yeah. I'm just gonna try and make Yorkshire pudding. I grew up having Yorkshire puddings on Sunday roast or Thanksgiving or Christmas. It's really like a treat. It's like you wait for a special holiday just so you can have Yorkshire pudding, or a Sunday if you have Yorkshire puddings on Sunday, because it's like a delicacy, it's like a treat. You wait for it. So let me tell you why I'm scared of using an oven. When I was little, I never used an oven, obviously. But when I moved to, we'll say, the White House, the oven door broke on us. So I don't know who was using it, but the thing the hinge part or whatever that keeps it in place so it doesn't bounce back up on you, broke. And so for about 7 years or so, 8 years, my family has lived with a broken oven door. And so that kind of encouraged my fear of using an oven, because if I was to use it, I would actually have to hold the door open like this the entire time, and then do that. So I never even would do that. I would be like, Mom, do you want to help me make something? Because I'm so terrified of the oven. But I thought, okay, I'm gonna give this a try. To try and make something on my own, and the easiest thing is Yorkshire pudding, because it's 3-4 ingredients basically. So I'm gonna I got the ingredients out, and well, most of them. I still have to grab some from the refrigerator. So let's get started. I should probably mention that this this kitchen has no proper lighting. Nothing really. Dang! Okay, there's a spider in here that just keeps driving me mental. Anyways, wait, what was I saying? Okay, I don't even remember what I was saying. I totally lost my train of thought. I was gonna talk about something, but I can't remember. Oh, right. There's terrible lighting. There's what do you call that? There's no daylight lighting, and it's that weird fluorescent yellow lighting, and I don't like it. But enough of complaining. I'm gonna get the rest of the ingredients. So we got milk. I don't use that full fat stuff or that homogenizing stuff. I basically go by the color. I don't even know. I just go by the non-fat stuff. Eggs. I got the flour. Oh, I did like a practice round with Mom, and you know, it's really fairly really easy, but now that I'm doing this on camera and all of that, I'm like really freaking out because this means I'm actually in the middle of a process of starting. It's like, ah! So I got a nice big measuring bowl. I think I've had this since I lived in Surrey, like when I was like a really little girl, like a really just a wee one. I think we've have this for quite a while now. And then we got the flour. Everything gets in plastic bags because, you know, rips and holes and stuff like that. Now, I'm guesstimating, not estimating, guesstimating everything, basically. Now, some ingredients that call for 4 eggs, I'm just gonna use like 2. I'm like really nervous. There's like no shell, right? Okay. Oh, sweet, no freaking shells. Okay, let me go grab the recipe for how much I need to add for flour and all of that because I forgot. I think I have to have 1 cup of flour. Just so you know, I'm not preheating the oven just yet. And I'll tell you why once I figure this out. I'm like, no, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Oh, I gotta do the calculations here now. I don't want to do that. I got this. So I'm gonna add 2 of these. It does call for just like a pinch of salt, but I had a thing happen like 2 years ago or something. 2 years ago or whatever. And what happened was I was making Yorkshire pudding, but it wasn't from scratch. It was like one of those package thingies. And what what happened was I misread the instructions twice, and I even thought it was weird twice. Where it said add 2 cups of sugar, or not sugar, salt. And I'm thinking this is really weird, and I read it twice. I didn't think to even read it 3 times, but I'm like, okay, this seems a bit weird. And I misread it. It was supposed to be like so many cups of flour and a pinch of salt. So I was like, no wonder. It's like it turned out terrible. It was hilarious. And then, you know, it was like oh my god, this is gonna be so terrible to try and eat. Just so you know, we don't have all the proper tools, we'll say, to like bake and stuff like that. So that really sucks, which actually really does drive me absolutely mental. But because I don't come into the kitchen to bake or make things, it's never bothered me, but at the same time it has bothered me because I've always wanted to have the proper tools and stuff. So I don't have a whisk, but I'll use a spatula. No, it's like, oh, okay, no, I just like, screw that. I'm just gonna freaking wing it. Like I'm gonna just freaking wing it. I'm like, I don't this gets really difficult for me. Okay, I'll have to add some water because it's becoming like bread dough kind of quality, and I don't want that. It says we're supposed to like add like 12 tablespoons of oil, and yeah, tablespoons. So I don't know if that feels like a lot, but you know, it's like. But I'm not making this for like a family of 5. I don't know, and oh, I don't like touching oil. Actually, what are these? This might be a bit big. I don't know. I don't want to add a lot. Okay, so the reason why I'm not going to turn the oven on is because I'm going to let this sit till it gets to room temperature. That's what Gan has done, that's what my dad does, and so I'm going to let this sit to get to room temperature. I might even just like, you know, for like an hour, maybe an hour and 30 minutes, let it sit. I gotta get this oil off. The reason. Sorry, I was thinking of Jonathan Ross when I did that. Anyways, the reason why we would let it sit for room temperature is because it's supposed to help make it rise. At least when the time comes, it's supposed to help it rise when we finally put it into the oven. So I'm gonna come back within maybe about an hour to maybe an hour and 30 minutes or something like that. And obviously it's going to be much quicker on your time because you know, editing. And so I think I might watch a Doctor Who episode. And you know what? I'm going to watch The Runaway Bride. I love The Runaway Bride. Actually, I was originally going to dress as Donna, but I didn't do that. But yeah, that's okay. So anyways, I'm going to go put on The Runaway Bride. I'm going to enjoy my little Doctor Who Christmas episode that I enjoy. I love Catherine Tate so much. And let this sit to room temperature, and then I'll start, you know, warming up the oven in a little bit too. So see you in a little bit. Okay, well I'm back again. I still have maybe about 2 minutes left of The Runaway Bride, but the oven is preheated, and yeah, I just thought I'd do it now. Almost dropped to here. Yeah, I thought I'll just leave it for about an hour instead of like an hour and 13 minutes. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna put just a little bit of oil in each little pan of this cupcake tray, and then I will put the tray into the oven for about 2 minutes, or they suggest till it's smoking hot. But we'll see, because I'm just so freaking scared. We had to get new oven mitts because, well, the other ones got on fire. And I don't trust it, so I'm just going to turn the fan on as well, because this is how freaking terrified I am. So I'll just leave that in there for about 2 minutes or so, and I'm going to turn on the light, just because I want it on. Now they say to, you know, keep it in there till it's like smoking hot, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Now I'm not going to pour all of the batter in all the way to the top. Well, that just like opened up all my pores, all of that heat. Now it says to leave it in here for about 20 minutes. So in the meantime, I will tidy up and, if possible, watch the last 2 minutes of The Runaway Bride. Does anybody still use, like, what do you call it, like wash their dishes by hand and not by a dishwasher? I was just wondering about that. How many people do that? This is so heavy to pull and it's so slippery. Ow! They're almost ready. Almost. I'm just like, yeah, taking them out is a whole other story. I'm really scared the smoke detector is gonna go off.
Am I ever going to see you again?
I think I'm lucky.
Sorry, I'm like, I got The Runaway Bride playing. I'm like, don't want to miss it, so I'm like this, but then I'm like this. They're like really big, but I'm scared to take them out, and then you know they're gonna be like a souffle. And next thing you know, I'll be known as Souffle Girl.
Be magnificent.
I think I will, yeah.
I guess I could take them out.
Oh, what is it now?
I mean, it's hard to tell, like, if they're golden brown.
What was her name?
But I don't want to open it up, though.
Her name is Rollo.
But some of them are tiny, but some of them are, like, really big. For my kind of. I did it! I did it! Now don't expect me to do this in the future. This is just me talking to myself. All I can say is basically to myself, but then to my imaginary mom right here. Don't expect me to do this in the future. I will not use the oven. I'm really like, just like, this is the one time, because I just like Yorkshire pudding. Got a really bad headache now. Oh my god, like I did it. And I don't praise myself, so like this is really new for me. And all I can say is I did it. I don't want to drop it, but yeah. So yeah, I kind of find it funny that some of my Yorkshire puddings have little antlers, little pieces, thingy-majiggies we'll call it. They're kind of funny. But yeah, I was like, I did something, I just don't like touching the oils and stuff, but you know they are really delicious and I do love Yorkshire pudding. But yeah, I did it! I just want to say thank you for watching, and yeah, I was just so excited that I did this and I don't want to do it ever again. Okay, well, thanks for watching, and you have a happy holiday.